Great, Adrian. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session, 3D Lean on the Cloud. Before we get started, I'd like to go over a few items so that you know how to participate in today's event. You've joined the event using your computer speakers, so please make sure that they are turned on and up for optimal audio. You have the opportunity to submit text questions to our presenters today by typing your questions into the questions pane of your control panel. You may send in your questions at any time. We will collect these and address them during the Q&A session at the end of today's presentation. I would now like to introduce our presenters today. Charles Tello, Industry Process Consultant, Senior Manager at Delmia. Camille Bonnet, Industry Process Consultant at Delmia. And Florette Dehumer, Industry Process Consultant at Delmia. And I would now like to introduce your host, Adrian Wood, Strategic Business Development Director at Delmia. Adrian?
Thank you very much, Lucy, and welcome to everyone. And I believe this is our last session of the Delmia Community Summit. And of course, we have saved the best for last. So you're very lucky to be here on this last Friday. If we think about the overall theme that we've had this week around sustainable operations and the different pieces of that framework that we've been talking about throughout the last 5 days, people, planet, and profit, today we're really going to focus very heavily on the people part, the human experience. What you're going to see today on the 3D Lean presentation on the cloud is something very different than I think you'll have seen throughout the rest of the week, because after all, when it comes to operational improvements within your organization, it's the people and the teams that make it happen. And so this is a different sort of solution that I think you'll have seen throughout the week. It's a different sort of approach to driving continuous improvement within your organization. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our presenters, and they're going to take you through 3D Lean on the cloud.
Thank you. We are pleased to present to you now the 3D Lean experience that will be delivered on the cloud. And let's us show you this experience. Before talking about this experience in detail, I would like to make some words about 3D Lean and where does it come from. 3D Lean is designed with the DNA of Lean practices and Lean principles. And saying so, in Lean, what is important is the human place in Lean, which is in the core of the system. So it implies really a change of culture, of mindset, moving from a top-down organization into operation-centric model, looking for the autonomy of operational team, getting support functions around the activities of operation, delivering the customer value. The target of 3D Lean is to improve the team performance through 3 axes. The first one is the engagement of people. The second one is action management. I mean, here talking about operational teams, which is important, is all the daily action that the team will perform in order to deliver the customer demand. And the third axe is the knowledge and know-how management, which is maybe the most important one. We are reaching the autonomy of the team through their capability to solve problem, and they will be able to solve their problem in autonomy through the knowledge and know-how that they will develop. What are the founding principles of 3D Lean? The first one is to maintain the same interaction as of paper. It is universal. It allows to imply anybody, to involve anybody, no need of training. So we are looking for to maintain the same interaction as of paper. And saying so, it means keep it simple, no mouse, no keyboard. As soon as you are using a mouse or a keyboard, you are getting only one user. And here what we are looking for is the team collaboration. Third principle is no software approach. And here what we mean is no right click, no menu, no such interaction that make interaction quite complex, and that could be a blocking point to collaborate and to be intuitive into this experience. The fourth one is to get a dynamic approach. And here we've made a huge effort to get some motion, some physical interaction with the board, with the screens, in order to create some kind of choreography of people in front of the team using the 3DLean experience. The fifth one is the easy configuration to allow Kaizen. It means that each team has its own maturity, has its own context in operation, and it has to be really easy to be configured in order for the team to display the content that they need depending on their maturity and their context. And for sure, because this is the DNA of the experience, enforce best lean practices into this experience. Now, to illustrate those principles and this target, we will go through a day of a team leader. So I will be the team leader, Jim, and we'll go through those steps into my day. First step will be the Flash 5 meeting. So I will perform, thanks to 3DLean, my Flash 5 meeting, the 5-minute stand-up meeting that I'm performing at the beginning of the day with my team. And we will raise during this meeting some problems that we will have to treat during the day. The second meeting that we will perform will be the Flash 30 meeting, the management meeting, and Florette, who is in Paris, and me in another place. As a production manager, she will lead her production meeting, and I will report to her my situation on my shop floor. Then we will switch to the third routine of the day, which will be the problem-solving meeting. And here I will contact our expert, Camille, who is in Marseille, and she will help me to analyze and to treat the problem that I'm facing operationally with my team. So let's jump into the day of Jim. And now I'm leaving this board, and I will go into the Flash 5 board in order to perform my stand-up meeting at the beginning of the day with my shift. We are into my Flash 5 board, and the first thing that I will do before animating my meeting will be to prepare my meeting. So I will prepare the agenda of the meeting. So I will select the topic that I want to discuss about. Here, I will check who is present today. Then we will review our safety KPI. Third step will be to dispatch ourselves on each workstation. Then we will review our quality KPI. And to conclude the meeting, we will review our action log in order to dispatch our actions. Target duration of this meeting is 5 minutes. So now I get all my team with me. Let's start the meeting. So hello, everybody. Who is here today? Hubert is here. Hugh is here. Jack is here with us. And Jan is here also. And for sure, I'm here with you. Now, here it's our EHS cross, LC environment and safety cross, and target is to get the calendar here represented in a cross to get it in green. But yesterday, unfortunately, we got a dangerous situation. One operator didn't respect the lifting rules. So let's write here what was the problem. So operator didn't respect lifting rules. This is a problem, and we will take directly the action here. Let's review top 10 lifting rules. And we will do this action just at the end of this meeting. So I would like all the team to stay with me at the end of the Flash 5 and review what are the best practices to avoid such a risk. Now let's review our dispatching on our workstation. So here the layout of our production line, and I would like all the team to dispatch on each workstation. So Hubert you will go on workstation 4, Hugh will go on workstation 3, Jack will go on workstation 2, and Jan will go on workstation 1, and I will be the flying operator as a team leader to support you and help for the logistic aspect. Now let's review our quality KPI, and unfortunately yesterday we got again some non-conformance again on the Blisk production. So where we are using the robots, we are still making some scratch on the Blisk. So let's take an action to alert quality deviation on workstation 1. So this is the action, and in order to remember and to share the KPIs, here I will capture the content here. Okay, so now let's switch to the action log, and here are the previous action. So clean workstation 4, the action is done, so perfect. And now let's dispatch our new action. So quality deviation, we will send this action directly to the Flash 30 board. So this means that now it is sent to the action log of the Flash 30 team, so the team managed by Florette. Oh, okay. And here I didn't manage the motion of the sticky note. It means that Florette acknowledged the action, and she has already placed it into her action log, and it shows me that we will manage the topic today. And then review the top 10 lifting rules. As we said, we will do it directly at the end of the meeting, and I will be the owner of this action. So this is the end of the Flash 5 meeting, and now I would like you to stay with me in order to review what are the top 10 lifting rules. So to help me to remind you what are the best practices, here I have access to the video content. Okay, here I'm stopping. You understand that we have access to all the material. This is the end of the Flash 5 meeting, and now I will join the second meeting. As we said, it will be the Flash 30 meeting into which I will jump, and Florette will be as a production manager, will be the animator of the meeting into Paris, and me in another location where we are producing my Blisk. I will collaborate with her.
Okay, thank you very much for joining. We can start this Flash 30 meeting by going directly to the safety board. And here I can see that in the APTA, so Jim, you had a safety incident.
Yes, correct. We faced a dangerous situation. One operator didn't respect the lifting rules, and we've stopped him before getting an accident. And we've asked all the team to review the top 10 lifting rules directly at the end of the Flash 5 meeting this morning.
Okay, and do you think it will be enough as action?
Maybe we could have another one asking for ergonomic analysis on this workstation to check if there is something else that we could do to avoid such a situation.
Okay, do not hesitate to ask for this. We have a video of ergonomic analysis, so you can use this support to sensibilize your team. Because
okay.
I would like to remember, if you look at the injury body map, that we reached the 195th day without accident. So it is a really good performance, and I really hope you will reach our best period So please be really careful and continue to take care of your team.
Yes, sure.
About safety, our safety manager proposes a small game about safety and hygiene. So I propose you on this board to dispatch all these items in terms of benefit and of cost. So let's start. Okay, you're faster than I am. But what you can see here is that in terms of safety and hygiene also, that there is nothing that that have an high cost. So everything are really simple movements and simple rules to respect, and it can have a huge benefit. So please really take care and be careful about safety. If we go now in the quality board, so yesterday we were green, but today I can see on APTA that the KPI in the red zone. So Jim, can you comment this?
Yes, Laurette. Unfortunately, we are still getting the quality problem on our Blisk production, and it seems that it appears on the robot workstation 1. Let me show you the problem that we are talking about here. So here we have the Blisk, and the scratch on the Blisk is always appearing here on this area, and this is exactly where the robot is taking the parts. So we will have to investigate this problem, and I would like to open a problem into the problem-solving meeting into this afternoon to ask for our expert support on this problem.
Okay, so you can directly write down an action to open a problem in problem-solving meeting, and you can send it to problem-solving team.
Okay.
Okay, and in parallel, I will write down other actions on my side, because we also have to protect the customer and open a firewall with 2 operators from line B. Okay, I'm writing the action in the picture sketch to get a picture of the defect, because people in the firewall zone will need the picture to know what to control. So I attach the picture to the action. And we also have to take a second action. Yeah.
I think that we are getting a trouble here. I do not see a sticky note. Where do you are?
Come back in the picture of the
Okay.
Blisk.
Yes, you've created the sticky note here. Okay, great.
Yes, to get a picture of the defect.
Okay, great. Yes, understood.
Okay. And I will also create a second action, because if we are opening a firewall with 2 operators from line B, we will need to organize the catchback on line B.
Okay, good.
Okay, can you see the sticky note?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, and this action will be for Gaspar. Okay, so if we come back on the quality board, I will change the color of the magnet, because we are not green anymore, but now we are red. So we have to be really careful about this subject and to follow it closely.
Okay.
So now
yes.
we can go in the cost board. So I can see that everything is in the green area. So we are green again. So perfect, and congratulations for this performance. We can then go directly in the delivery board, and here the same. Everything is in the green area. I just would like to open the production monitoring cockpit And here, so you can see I'm drawing on the planning.
Yes. Yeah.
I would like that Gaspar update this the planning and move this operation for the line B. So this is an action for Gaspar. And now we can go on the people board. So yesterday it was red, and I remember that we had an action with the APTB, so we can open it. And I can see that the skill matrix is still not updated because here it is still in May. So the action has not been done. So we will go directly in the action log to see if it's possible to do it today. So the red dots remain. And let's see the action log. Alert quality deviation on workstation 1, it has been done. And update the training date on APTB skills matrix. It is not done and it is late. So please be really careful. I want this to be done today, and it cannot wait because we need to be really rigorous on the training subject. So please do it this today. I will change the color because it is top priority. About the waiting area, so the first one, to open a problem with problem solving team, we will send it directly to the problem solving team. Open a firewall with 2 operators from line B, it has to be done today. And the same for the catchback organization and the planning update. So it is 4 actions for today, so it's a lot. So please alert if it's not possible for you, and we will find a solution.
Okay, thank you.
The Flash 30 meeting is now finished. So thank you very much for your attendance, and have a good day.
Yes, you too. Thank you for it. So now I will move to the next routine. The next routine will be the problem solving. But again, before doing the meeting, I will prepare the content. Some content has been already prepared by myself previously. The investigation, the beginning of the investigation of the problem. I've made it through the fishbone or Ishikawa diagram, and to make it, I went through our communities. Into these communities, we are getting access to the content, to the knowledge of the communities. And here, I will be able to go directly into this community. And here, looking for information about the BLISC or the cobot that is used on the workstation 1, here I can find a post, a wiki that has been posted by our experts. And here is recommending some root cause possible or some piece to treat the problem. So the first one is to check if there is no problem or on material used by checking the charge of raw material. So this is one hypothesis that we took into the analysis. Or the second one is to check the environment dust. So this is something also that we took in consideration into our analysis. And the lack of training. So this is the one that we put it into our analysis, but let's say that we will check it with our expert, but our team has been trained 2 months ago, so it's updated. So I'm ready to share this content with our experts. So let me contact Camille. So, hello Camille.
Hello, Charles.
Thank you for joining the meeting. We like to be aware about a problem that we are facing on the Blisk production. We are getting some scratches on the Blisk, and I would like you maybe to help me. So everything is okay in Marseille for you?
Yes, perfect. What about you?
Quite good. I would like to solve my my Blisk problem, and the end of the day will be perfect.
Okay, perfect.
So let me show you. I will take the lead on the meeting. So let me start the meeting. And here is the investigation that we've already made on the Blisk scratches. So here is our problem, and we've made some hypotheses on the root cause of the problem. So raw material could be the root cause, but we've already checked the charge of raw material, and it's 100% conformed with recommendations. We have also another option that could be the dust in the machine, but we've cleaned the area 2 days ago because we started to get some dust, some problems, sorry, and the workstation is clean. So now we have two other options, the lack of training and the robot configuration, but lack of training is not an hypothesis that we retain because our team has been trained 2 months ago. So maybe it's coming from the robot configuration, and let me show you here the configuration of the workstation. So here is our workstation, and I will show you what is the current path of the robots to take the Blisk into the pliers. Okay, so the current path of the robot is first is going down, and then is going on the side of the Blisk to take it. So is there any option or yes, improvement possible that you are thinking about to maybe improve or solve the problem of scratch?
Yes, that's quite interesting because I have seen in some other plans that the robot would be configured in the reverse way. So it would first go left and then go down, and this way it can also pick the item. So maybe this is something we should try.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I have another idea because I heard of that kind of problem also in the past, and that was mostly due to also some problem on the pressure of the pliers. So maybe here, you have the big plier, we should check the pressure on it.
Okay, that's a good idea. So I will screen capture our drawing in order to keep it in mind. And so we will create those two actions. So let me go back into our Ishika diagram, and so I let you maybe create the action of changing the path of the robot, and I will create the action of checking the pressure of the plier.
Okay, that's done. Let me change the color.
Okay, yes, I will change the color. Here we are. And I will attach the drawing that we've made to the robot path in order to remember what we said. So here is our drawing. So now we've attached to the action the drawing that we've made. So before closing the meeting, invite you to go into the action log. So open problem solving, so this is done. And when will you be able to change the path of the robot?
I think this is
Camille?
something I can check today because I have the right contacts also of people who've done it. So I will do it today.
Okay, perfect. And I will take the ownership of checking the plier pressure. So I will do it today. Okay, perfect. So please, Camille, inform me as soon as you've changed the robot path, and I will also inform you about the pressure of the pliers, and hope that those two changes will solve our quality problem.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. So now this is the end of my last routine of the day, and let's go back to the presentation board to conclude this presentation. So here we are. We hope that you enjoyed the day of gym, and to conclude, we'd like to go through several conclusions. The first one are the compelling values of 3DLean. The first one is to digitize the lean practices for your people. As you've seen here, we are supporting all the lean routines, and we could go further with also any kind of workshop or other kind of routines that we are performing with the lean in order to involve people. The second compelling value is to create a digital continuity across organizational barriers and geographical barrier. Here, thanks to the live collaboration and thanks to the collaboration between boards on the same 3D experience platform, we are breaking those barriers. The third one is to deliver the full empowerment of your team, which is maybe one of the most important one, because getting people empowered into all the daily meeting that you are performing, it will engage people into performing their action, and action performed daily on your operation is a concrete performance. Now let's see what are the 6 levers to make those value happen. The first one is the visual management. Making it visual allows all the team to be implied and involved into the meeting, and it is the understanding of the situation. Then the meeting animation, creating some choreography or some interaction in front of the 3DLean boards is one key lever to get people engaged. Teamwork, as we said, no keyboard, no mouse, or people collaborating together, even if we are not on the same area. Then go and study the shop floor. All those meetings can happen close to the shop floor where the problem occurs, and get the support of all the expertise also. Standard is the fifth one. Standard, it means getting the standard framework of team routines thanks to the digitization of it. And last but not least, the change management, getting such attractive digitization, it will be a key levers to attract new generation of workers. And here are the feedbacks that we got from our customers. We could talk about the number of emails that we reduced about 55% between production and support functions thanks to this experience. We could talk also about the number of actions created per day that has doubled thanks to the usage of 3DLean, and the time saved for the production supervisor and team leaders to prepare the content and to share the content of each meeting. But here we would like to put an emphasis really on engagement of people, which is really the key lever of a sustainable performance. We've improved about 24 points the feeling of how do they feel it is useful in their daily work to use 3DLean. We've increased about 22 points their feeling of how they feel involved in all the meeting subjects, and we've increased about 17 points how it is easy now to find the needed information. And as a key message for this presentation is now 3DLean will be available on the cloud. So Thank you for your attention, and we hope that you enjoyed this presentation.
All right, thank you very much for that overview of 3DLean, and for the people listening, I bet that's the only presentation you've seen this week where we actually use the software itself to show the software. So unique and different application. And in terms of learning more about 3DLean and some of the lean operations and connecting with Delmia, we have the Delmia Communities, and this is actually a new community for us. It's brand new, just in the last week, collaborative operations. So for those of you that have seen the benefit of some of the other communities but are interested in this, please go and join collaborative operations. It's just starting up, so you may not see a lot of peer community connection at the moment, but of course we have our ecosystem of internal experts and lean operations industry solution consultants and so on. They're all part of that community, ready to help and answer questions. If you'd like more information about that or our Delmia User Champion Program, certainly looking for champions for 3DLean on the cloud as well, go to delmia.com or send us an email at delmia.useradvocacy@3ds.com. So a great way to connect with us and continue the engagement as you see as a key part of this whole presentation. So we have a bunch of questions coming in and keep asking them. You can type them into the chat box. We'll get through as many as we can now. If you've got questions after the fact, you can always send us an email at delmia.cs2020@3ds.com. And for additional stories and information and Delmia news, go to go.3ds.com/Delmia. But let's get right to some of those questions. And so we have a team of folks ready to answer. If you guys want to come off mute, and I'll start working my way down the list. So we had a lot of questions related to similar topics. For example, we showed 3DLean with some key content and information contained in it. So one of the questions which we'll start off with is we showed a shop floor image that we showed during the first Flash 5 meeting. And the question is, how is that image and information synchronized with what's actually, maybe happening in the virtual twin experience? And so I'll throw that one out to the team if anyone wants to grab that and perhaps take an answer for that.
Okay, so I will be taking this one. So I think in the best solution when you want to have an updated view of what happens in the shop floor depends on whether you are able to update your 3D model quite fast. So indeed, a way would be to display and use the 3D play and display your updated model of the line into the 3D play and do the same thing then. So meaning dragging and dropping the faces of the team members onto the workstations, which would be updated. If you can't have this model updated of the line in a 3D model, then that would be a more traditional thing, like just having pictures of the plant in real time, and then you would do the drag and drop.
Okay, that makes sense, I hope, to the person that asked the question. And the next question I'll get to, and again, this is sort of along a common theme of the information that we've shown. How do we integrate other Delmia solutions into the 3DLean board, and how do we bring information in, perhaps beyond the digital model of the facility? What other types of content can we bring in?
I will answer this one. About Delmia solution, so I mean, for example, Aprizo. This is a web solution, so it means that you can display it within 3DLean by using a leanjet called the web viewer. And then you will have access to all the Aprizo view you have. So for example, the production monitoring cockpit or the 3D VQDT and so on. And you will be able to display it within 3DLean and then to have the same interaction as you saw during the demo. So you will be able to annotate it or to take action on the screen and so on.
Okay, and the next question, again, similar sort of theme and topic, but I think this goes more to how real time some of that information is. So, for example, the question is, how is 3DLean integrated with the shop floor execution process specifically? For example, if you find a problem during execution, might that be represented, in real time in the 3DLean application, or is it something that would be noticed somewhere else?
It can be real time since the operator is able to detect the problem and to log it within the solution. So for example, for 3D VQDT, the operator has the possibility to write down the problem and to attach it to the part itself. And this will be real time in 3DLean.
Okay, very good. Next question is about how to access 3DLean on the cloud. Is it accessed separately, or is it accessed through the 3D Experience platform? What are the ways that people actually get access to the cloud version of 3DLean?
Okay, so 3DLean is an app of the 3D Experience platform, so it has to come with the 3D Experience platform. The idea is that 3DLean on the cloud goes on the 3D Experience platform on the cloud.
Okay, that's
but if you want to install it, on a server, then it's the on-premise version. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Pretty straightforward. We saw some sort of predefined meetings, the Flash 5, the Flash 30. One question is, how customizable is it? In other words, can it be adapted to other types of meetings beyond what we saw today?
Yes, about this, 3DLean offers you the possibility to create 9 lean boards, and within those lean boards you can create you can add lean jets to display the content you want. So yes, you saw 3 examples: the Flash 5, Flash 30, and problem solving. But you can imagine to do all the meeting you want within 3DLean. It can be shop floor meeting or out of shop floor meeting. So you can do all the meeting you want to do and customize it according to the meeting you want to do by displaying, for example, video, web pages, and so on. So there is no limitation of the scope. We don't want to say 3DLean is only for Flash 5 and you can't customize it out for something else. No, you can do what you want with 3DLean.
So just to follow up to that, Flora, so then you would say that you could use 3DLean for different types of sort of any sort of meeting, ideation meetings, operational meetings.
Yes, exactly. We are using it for our team, so we are not working on the shop floor, but we are using 3DLean for our daily routines or for brainstorming, for example. So it is really the meeting you want.
Okay, all right. Fantastic. So I think we will wrap up here, and if there are any additional questions that you have on your mind, again, you can send them to us at delmia.cs2020@3ds.com after the fact. Again, this is a very different sort of solution from Delmia. It's very expansive, applicable to all sorts of team environments and team challenges where you're looking to apply some of those lean principles to teams that are in place and help them make improvements to your organization. So I think, as I said before, this is the very last session of the Delmia Community Summit. So for the people who are still listening, thank you for your attendance this week. We hope you enjoyed all of the content, and we certainly look forward to connecting with you in the future. Thank you very much.